to me. But I'm pretty sure I'm not. Hey guys, it's Lay here. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to do 5 tips that will help you get through nursing concepts or fundamentals, whatever they call it at your program. A subscriber commented below my last video and they were like, well, do you have a specific type of website that you use to pass concepts? And I actually don't, but I did come up with 5 tips that should help you see, better grades if you're not using them right now. So let's be specific. This is probably something that you're doing or something that you might plan to do or something like that. But I'm just here to reassure you that these 5 things do work, and I'm hoping you use them to get good grades in your concepts class. So before I get into this, don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And also comment down below if you're a new subscriber so we can be friends, because I don't have any friends. And let's get into it. Okay, so after your lecture, what you want to do, like before you start on any work that you need to do for the class, what you want to do is get your own understanding. So some people record the lecture. I do sometimes, but my class is so talkative that it pains me to re-listen to the lecture. So some people do that, or like you take notes during the lecture, so that's good. But when you come home, you want to read the chapter yourself and kind of like outline it yourself, and whatever good information that you see that is not in the PowerPoint slides, you want to jot down notes. So basically try to get information that's not on the slides and put it in your own understanding, so you could go beyond that. So say if on the slides your instructor put a title and they put 5 bullet points, it's up to you to put a dash mark and fill in the rest for what this bullet point means. So make it to where you understand it. So either you write on the slide or write in your own notes, but allow yourself to grasp the meaning of literally everything and you will be okay. So next thing that kind of ties on to this, number 2, is key terms. Learn the key terms. In this chapter that I was going through, like I'm going through right now, which is so far my highest score in this class on the test, I had to learn the key terms. So we did medications, and it's pretty much like learning the different injections of medication, the different sites, the angles that you inject them, what medicines you can inject, like where, and just things like that, and the type of effects that the drugs give you from when they're acting with each other, whether they're counteracting, just a whole bunch of stuff. And I had to learn the key terms because I didn't know what synergistic effect was. I didn't know what a idiosyncratic effect was. I didn't know what a toxic effect does to you. I didn't, like I had to learn each key term. And then it was so easier to answer the questions because I knew that either way, and these key terms are spread out throughout the chapter, so either way I'm gonna see one of these key terms in almost every question. So as long as you know what they mean, you can answer the question. So yeah, sometimes those questions, those NCLEX style questions, will have like a whole paragraph and it's a whole bunch of extra information that you don't even need. But if you know what the question is asking, and if it used one of those key terms, you already know what exactly you need to pull from the question and how to answer it. So that's another one. Oh my god, that's a good one. Next, number 3, I answer the questions at the end of the chapter because I found out like exactly like where the teacher be grabbing questions from. And yeah, sometimes your instructor will grab questions from the end of the chapter questions. So don't forget to review those. Don't just look at you know, the question and then look at the answer. Try to answer it by yourself with the multiple choice before you go looking at the answer, and then just mark yourself what you got right, what you got wrong, and then you'll know what to study. But before doing that, I suggest you try to understand all the key terms first, because that will help. Your prep use, so like I said, your program will probably have you do those like prep U quizzes, and you have to get to level so and so to reach 100%, well, to get 100 on your grade. But by the end of the week, I usually go beyond that because I want to practice more and more and more. So instead of you going to some random website trying to practice questions, practice the questions that are on your prep U or on those quizzes that your teacher give you, because most importantly, your teacher pulls questions from those questions as well. So if you keep recycling the questions, you start to see the same questions over and over again. But I mean, it's worth the practice, but it's also worth remembering it because you might see the question again. Don't forget that. Okay. So my last tip, which is tip 1, 2, 3, 4. My fifth tip is yeah, I can't count. So my fifth tip, which is kind of like a secret to me, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who discovered this. So after, like, you know how people use Quizlet to study and things like that? Well, what I do is during the quiz, during the exam, I always try to remember like one of the short questions. I try so hard to remember one of the short questions, and then after it's over, I will Google the shortest answer and I'll find it on Quizlet, and I study that whole Quizlet, and I look over and see how many questions did my teacher grab from Quizlet. You know what I mean? Like, how many questions? And usually we get 50 question exams weekly, and then the final is 100. So out of the 50, usually on the specific Quizlet, on that specific topic, I will see like maybe like 4 to 5 questions from Quizlet, mind you, and you'll see like 2 to 3 from the prep U, 1 probably from the end of the chapter. You know what I mean? So you can adapt yourself to seeing these questions, and then you'll know what to do, because you'll be like, oh my god, I've seen this question before. Oh, this is the answer. Like, I don't know, it's just so helpful. So also, once you find that Quizlet that, you know, is the same questions as what you see on the exam, you click on the person's name who made those study cards and go to your future chapters or your future class, and then you can use just that person's Quizlet account, and then you'll start seeing questions that, I don't know, like you're about to see. Does that make any sense? So one person, they had questions from an exam before, so the next exam I used that person's Quizlet for the next chapter, and even though it was like 70 like different study cards, I looked over them, I just reviewed them, I tried to answer the questions by myself, and I seen a couple of those questions on the next test. So that's a good source to use. But don't just go like not typing in, but don't just search Quizlet and just, you know, I guess like freelancing on it. Just no, like you have to know that, you know, your teacher is using these specific questions, not, I don't know, it's like some of them have like random questions on there. Some of them will give questions and give the answer. No, your teacher pulls from the ones that usually have the questions. It'll give you the 4 multiple choice, and then it'll give you the answer. So it's specific Quizlets. You can't just search anywhere, because you'll be studying, I guess, the right material, but in the wrong way, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Whatever. I hope I helped you guys today. I hope you put this stuff to use and you ace your next exams and your exams to come, or whatever. So don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel, and comment down below if you're a new subscriber so we can be friends, because I don't have any friends. And I think that's about it. Don't forget to follow my Instagram at Lay's Corner, and also my Twitter at Lay's Corner. DM me if you have any questions. I hope I helped, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.